Beer? I love beer. Ever since I was into beer in my 20s, I've been loving Ebisu among with other Japanese beer brands. I love craft beer. The amazing flavor makes me feel so special. I'm never drinking again. Nope. If someone offers me a glass of beer, I'll drink it, but me and myself at the bar, I realize that's not a beverage for me. I used to drink a lot when I was a software salesperson in Osaka. I mixed with a bottle of ginger ale altogether and it turns shandy gafu. That's super delicious. I used to drink it every single time I hang out with my friend, and I realized I was getting addicted when I was trying to cut down on it, and just how difficult that was. This was back in late 2015 or early 2016, not sure exactly when, but I thought I enjoyed drinking. I got nothing wrong with that, but it was also a time where I started to care for my health condition. Look at my belly. When I played basketball, I never cared for my health because it was quite easy for me to lose my weight in the short term. I'm not sure how many times I repeated my word in social media. I admit I'm not a tough, talented, smart or hard worker either. But I made a big decision that I'm gonna reduce my weight by 20 pounds within a year. You know why? Because I'm still suffering from my high uric acid level. When I went to examine my medical checkup in Osaka this March, I got a quick result from my doctor. My uric acid level was above 8.0. This number is so huge, unacceptable result. I'm shameful of myself. I believed I would have made a lot of effort to lose my weight, and then I believe I worked so hard, but I knew it was in vain. A waste of time. You know why? Because the result is everything. I had started working out in a fitness gym 3 to 4 times a week after I got off my work, and once a week I go out for jogging, and well, sometimes I do 1 hour cardio exercise like walking around in a sunny day, which is also good for a person who stays indoor at the office all day to take sunlight, you know. I think that's pretty much exercise enough to burn my fat. If I attempt to overdo it more than 2 hours, I can't manage my time to make my YouTube video. I'm gonna be so tired, so it's not good. Then, what else prevents me from losing my weight? Thinking about my everyday life, the answer it's so obvious. Yeah, food. The amount of calorie I take every day is so huge. Every time I go on a trip, I update foodies on my Instagram, right? This is why I can't lose my weight forever. One day, one of my big supporters called Ninja Hattori-kun pushed my back like, when you make a big decision, you have to keep a promise, and I broke it. I'm a fucking loser. Oh my gosh, jeez. Right. So, if I wanna live a healthy life, I should probably cut down calorie intake a little bit. And for any person, that is very easy to do. It's easy to get into something that was very difficult to do. That's what I figure, you know. Perhaps that's why I started stopping beer. My dad quit, so did I. He quit beer because physically he's unable to drink for his medical reasons, but I can resume drinking again if I desire. For a few months, I can control my appetite, but when I go out of town and have fun at night, I need to show you that I'm in control. I read a book on a diet which all talks about self-control, so I wanna prove that I could quit drinking and lose my weight even though I was out of a strong will. I felt really empowered myself because I was told by my fat coworker who succeeded to lose a lot of pounds that I could do the same. I was so stunned by him, but what happened is that I think many of you probably relate to this when you wanna do something amazing for you. People don't trust you. Especially my mom doesn't trust me because she knows me well, better than anyone else. She's like, you can eat up all this crap. When I come back home from work, late night, probably 9 or 10 p.m., she makes me a late dinner. I eat it and go to bed right away after I ate. I figured it's not good for my stomach, so I stop it. My brain says to me like, you know, Manabu, whatever you try to eat or drink anything, ask yourself before you do. Come on, that's a mental training. Your God assigns you not to eat too much, not to drink beer. You know, everyone drinks beer. This is not a problem for you. You can just drink a beer again if you have to. I know it doesn't make sense to you. I'm in dilemma between I can drink and I stop. I think this is when I feel terrible in retrospect. I realized I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, uneasiness, and temptation where I did. You know, drinking beer is like escaping from my reality. When I realize things doesn't go well, I always go after beer, gambling, and porn stuff. This was during the time of all my disasters. I felt extremely stressful when my YouTube activity and stock investment didn't go well at the same time. Probably the most I've been through for the past 3 years. I know life goes on. There was nothing else I could do except when I never look back and go ahead. There was so much going on, even behind my back, and no one helps me. I guess this can also relate to OJT stuff that I mentioned in a previous video. On the job training, I have to find my problem, modify it, and develop further. I train my brain into thinking something bad is running through my mind. You know, it's intangible. No one knows what's going on behind me. If you have a quite hard time outlining your problems, then you are not gonna be able to figure it out what to do forever. You'll happen to know if you ask for technical advice, but it's not gonna happen until you actually get sick. Same here. I had never imagined I would have had such an anxious mental disorders as bulimia. Oh! I was unconscious until I was told by my friend that I ate too much, even though I would reduce my calorie intake. She said like, you can just drink too much water instead of eating food and don't eat anything after early dinner. That would be much better. And I say, yeah, probably you are right. So for the first step, I stopped drinking beer, except for a celebration or something really special. And I confirmed with myself if I can drink a glass, and I stop eating after 8 p.m. You think it sounds cool for now? Yes? Okay, great. So I was addicted to YouTube, and even now, I still wanna keep putting out my contents. I don't wanna lose my interest in doing YouTube even if I get married. Well, of course I have to monetize my channel ASAP. I'm scared of losing my interest for YouTube because I haven't made money from YouTube yet. Just adding one more addiction toward YouTube so that I can forget about something else. A lot of negative minds, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of failure coming to me on occasion, but imagining without drinking feels me much better, and I think anyone can do it. In case I'm out of control, I'm gonna review my bad eating behavior on YouTube as to what was wrong with me, so that I can modify and analyze my failure, you know? Before my whole life getting ruined by getting fat like my dad, I'm still nowhere close to my dad, but I believe I can do whatever, like I'm a YouTuber. I have a dream, so I do what I can do. It's also a successful idea that I keep posting my food photos in my social media. Well, not good. Let's cut it out. I'm gonna have to show you off how good it is. That means I have to eat again, so sorry, never mind. Maybe recording a diet with photo but not post it on Instagram would be as cool as a reminder of what I eat on a daily basis. All these things are sort of playing a key role on losing my weight to justify why it is okay or not okay. I can take it into consideration later. I just can't go on a radical dietary life because I failed many times before. I just feel pathetic again. I hate the I have already improved my eating behavior to some degree. I stopped eating my mom's dinner at late night. Well, I'm lazy and spoiled middle-aged boy. I know I have to grow up. and I was able to sleep properly again. I did manage it. I exercise, I sleep well, I get up early, which I'm so proud of it. But I never do with food. I never talked about how I reduced eating too much food. The whole process of how I could go on my diet. In reality, I never talked about that because I was so humiliated and embarrassed about that. Even now, I'm afraid of failing again. When I needed to replace my YouTube activity with stopping beer, I think I can do it, but it doesn't always lead to losing my weight. So stupid. That's why I'm trying to hide it, and also I don't want it to be a bad influence. One day, I went through the same thing with wine, where I quit it twice. Quit was quite hard for me because I had to overcome temptation like seduction when I had nothing else to do. Even when I do YouTube, I feel like I need a glass of wine over here. And I knew the only thing for me to deal with it and finally to get rid of it was just to be used to having my life with limited alcohol. Then I feel good again. I realized that I got myself a little by little better, and that kind of feelings helps me to regulate my health management and improve my job performance at the same time. So I figure it's good. It's been a really tough journey to come to that conclusion, but that's fine. It's not a big deal for me. I've seen someone who is studying psychology on YouTube, and I noticed he mentioned it's very important to draw a distinction between what's good about alcohol and what's bad about it. When you can answer it, that means I think you can have your mental control. I mean self-control. So for some people like myself, it works. I was drinking when I was stressed out. When I had a drinking party with my business partners, I just joined them. I got drunk and hangover as they were. It was fine at the time, but the problem is when I develop these bad habits and get sick, it just doesn't go away. I'm gonna have to cope with it forever. That's addiction, right? I'll monitor myself for some time to see how it goes. Just follow the step-by-step process in terms of calorie intake, exercise, and mental control. Among with that, I think it's hard to recognize I enjoy. But I mean, if I'm addicted to YouTube more, I think I can put all the value into it. That's what really motivates me to overcome my addiction. Look, I was not supposed to make this video today because it's boring for you. I didn't want to talk about my blog or my everyday life on YouTube anymore. It just feels weird talking about me unless I'm a very cute girl. But I'm hoping to lead people to having a better life, especially if they have the same problem with weight loss or the symptom of lifestyle disease. I don't know whatever drug addiction or alcohol, gambling, whatever it could be, but I understand the mentality would be a majority to overcome my mistake. The Mamba mentality, which I didn't really put into practice. Unconsciously, I think I didn't even pay too much attention to my doctor. I just said, yes, I understand. I can do it. No problem. And here I am. So, you know what? I think that's all for today.